Let me ask you something simple. If I gave you a plate of just plain white rice, no seasoning, no veggies, nothing, every day, 3 times a day for the rest of your life, would you be excited? Of course not. You want variety, maybe a spicy kimchi one day, maybe a buttery naan the next, a crunchy salad, a juicy mango, maybe even a slice of pizza. Because we crave difference. Our bodies need diversity. And I know what you might be thinking. I know the word diversity can mean a lot of different things to different people. But today, I just mean it in the sense of welcoming variety. So, our bodies need diversity to thrive. But what about our hearts? What if I told you the opposite of love isn't hate? It's fear. Because hate doesn't show up alone. It's fear that knocks first. Fear of change, fear of the unknown, fear of them. Whoever them happens to be today. And the truth is, love can't grow uninvited either. Love needs space to grow, like a garden. You can't grow strawberries in a closet. Love needs space, air, sunlight, and most of all, it needs difference. Think about it. What makes a garden beautiful? It's not a field of just one flower. It's a wild mix of tulips and orchids and lavender and roses, tiny leaves next to giant petals, red, violet, gold, green. If all plants looked the same, we wouldn't call that nature. It would be called a glitch in the system. So why do we forget that when it comes to people? We forget that humanity is supposed to look like a rainforest and not a lawn. Instead, we try to make it neat, controlled, orderly. We build walls, draw borders, and pick sides. Why? Because we're scared. Scared of losing what we're used to, scared that someone else's beauty might dim ours, scared that we'll get left out. So fear grows loud, and hate follows close behind. But the truth is, love and fear can't live in the same space. One will grow and one will shrink. You get to choose. My mentor, Ms. Crystal Sorenzi, EVP of Growth Businesses and New Ventures at Hello Sunshine, said something that really resonated with me. She said the thing about bravery is that it feels a lot like fear at the time, because you're in this sense of feeling alone and afraid, and you need to push through into owning your bravery. Leadership can feel very lonely, and you need that bravery to stand strong in that solitude. And I think in the context of building loving communities, this is crucial because choosing openness over fear can feel very uncomfortable, and it takes that courage to welcome difference. Let's go back to food for a second. We celebrate global cuisine now, right? Stuff like California rolls, tacos with Korean barbecue, pizza topped with pineapple. You never say all food should be American, because what even is that? Burgers came from Germany. Ketchup, China. Fries, Belgium. Food doesn't exist in a vacuum. It travels, it blends, it evolves. That's why it excites us. Why do we think people should stay in little boxes? Look the same, love the same, believe the same? If we understand the value of diversity in what we eat, what we wear, what we watch, how can we not see the same thing is true for each other? Now here comes the twist. You might be thinking, oh, I'm not the type of person who loves diversity. Maybe you think this is too idealistic, too political. But I want to show you something. Close your eyes. Really, just for a second. I want you to picture a world where every voice sounds the same. Every song is the same note. Every color is beige. Every day exactly the same. No storms, no surprises, no contrast. How long before that world starts to feel like a cage? Now I want you to open your eyes. See? You already know the truth. You already love diversity. You crave it in your music, in the movies you watch, and in the stories you love. Because deep down, we all just want a world that feels more alive. And aliveness means color and even conflict, but especially conflict that leads to growth and not destruction. Love is like biodiversity. Because it's about everyone mattering, not everyone being the same. So, next time you feel that fear creep in, the thing that tells you to shut other people out, to pull away, to judge, to otherize, I want you to remember what your taste buds and your playlists and your dream vacations already know. You don't just tolerate diversity. You are it. And you need it and you embody it. And the more you love, the more alive this world becomes. Thank you very much.